Welcome in, friends. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to all well wishers, you know. Where's my people this evening? Where's my people this evening? Are you in here? Are you in here? If you're in here, let me see a wave your hand, please. If you're in here, wave your hand, please. If you're in here, wave your hand. If you're in here, wave your hand. If you're in here, wave your hand. If you're in here, if you're in here, wave your hand. If you're in here, wave your hands. If you're in here, wave your hand. If you're in here, voila, voila. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I say no matter what do you mean that I am the one who will dance on the floor in a round. Billie Jean is not my lover. It's just a girl who thinks that I am the one. The kid is not my son. She said I am the one. Kai is not my son. How are you this evening, folks? All right, so there is much for us to get into. How is your evening? How is your evening? There. I know y'all are waiting on the DNA test, and it's coming up. It is coming up. But before we start, my day was wonderful. Thank you very much, Eric, for asking. Let me ask you guys, how was your day? How was your day? How was your day? Like really and truly, how was your day? I know that. Let me first address the elephant in the room. There's a lot of government shutdown. So here's the question: is the government shutdown affecting you right now? Let me ask that question on the chat. Yeah, now I'm gonna put something else up on the live, but let me ask y'all the question: is the government shutdown? Is the government shutdown affecting you? Before we start getting to skits and everything, let's jump into something. I know. We're here to discuss skits, but you're still people. Like you're not like bots. So here we go. Is the government shutdown affecting you right now? Are you being affected by the government shutdown? We have 9 votes. Come on. Let me get some votes in here. Government shutdown. Trump shut it down. Yeah, Trump shut it down, and now right now we need to know, is it affecting you? My day was great, Albans. Thank you very much for asking. Is the government shutdown affecting you right now? Before I even get into any skits, hit the like button, but before you even get into anything, is the government shutdown affecting you? There are 71 people in here. I mean, if it's 71 votes, I need to know if you're okay. Before me get into any show, I'm going to start, I'm getting on the basis of it. I need to know how you're doing. Is the government shutdown affecting you? Give me some votes. 3 things accomplished. None. Municipalities aren't affected by shutdowns. That's what Barbara says. Barbara says municipalities aren't affected by shutdowns. So Barbara works for one of the municipalities. We have 78 people in here. I only have 30 votes. Is the government shutdown affecting you? Talk to me here. They was busy end of month. Inventory and no government shutdown is affecting me right now. Good. That's good. That's good. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. My day was great. Thank you for asking how was yours. Mine was good as well too. Almas. Thank you very much. Government shutdown. Eating popcorn. Pink Blue, I eat popcorn. Government shutdown. You're retired. Gold Case says, I'm retired from the government. That's good. That's good. Are you being affected by the government shutdown? I have 103 people in. We only have 38 response. Is the government shutdown affecting you? Any way, shape, or form? Like, does it stop your SSI check? Do you get a disability check? Do you work for the government entirely? Do you get any type of funding? Maybe you have a business that is funded by the government, by the federal government. Are you being affected? I need to know this. Mom is the first one that says, yes, my husband works for the government, but God. There you go. But God is seeing y'all through. Mommy, we're keeping it in our prayers. Not impacting my family at this point in time. Good. Chico, 1977, same good. I know some people are come on and you're going to go off. It is what it is. That's fine. I have to find out if my people am good first before me get into skits. It's, people come first and the skits come after. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about when it drops, it goes up. And I'm not worried. People come first. Retired person. No government shutdown. Okay. So it seems like most people, the government shutdown is not affecting them right now. That's good to know. That is good to know. Okay, so let's dig into where we are right now. There is I missed yours, Angela. Angela Phillips. What did you say? I didn't see yours. Hello, Chico. Hello. Oh, you said your day was great. Angela Paula says her day was great. Lovely. That's good. My day was good. I see y'all's comment. Yeah, I have to check in on people. It is what it is. So the people that join, you can drop off until we don't check on the people. That's fine. I have to check my people first, and then skits come after. People first, and then skits after. Okay, so let me dig into where we are right now. We're at a DNA test right now. Carly from Michigan, welcome in. We're at a DNA test right now. I'm going to leave the government shutdown to see exactly how much people respond to see where we are with the number. So right now we're at a crossroads with this DNA test. Of course, Shayla is being Shayla again. You know what I mean? Shayla kind of cocky. And Amber has some words on this, right? Only that again. Love the performance. Thank you very much, Tashina. Okay, so let me start first from last night so we have some context into where we are right now. Let's go.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have my key back? You need to knock before you come in my house.
Do I have to knock?
Girl, what you called me over before?
Wow, you just rushed me off.
What's up, Slade?
Wow. So I decided that we can take the DNA test.
Really?
Really? If you feel like you need a DNA test, we can take one. And you know what? After this, you don't have to worry about Kai anymore. Since you playing all these games about if he's yours, if he's not yours, you don't got to worry about it anymore. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that Kai knows when he gets older what kind of games his dad was playing about him.
All right. So let me ask y'all this question. What kind of games is Anthony playing with this DNA test? Because Shayla says he's playing games. What kind of games is he playing? Maybe the ladies can answer that. Are men playing games? He has Shayla's head pumped up, you know. Twilia says he has Shayla's head pumped up. And Shayla, I don't know what he's been using to pump up Shayla's head. Twilia, don't get me started. Twilia, don't get me started. Don't get me started, Twilia. It seems like Iman has Shayla's head pumped up. And if you're telling me her head is pumped up, is this what Iman has been using to pump up Shayla's head? Is this what Iman is using to pump up Shayla's head? Somebody says Iman has been pumping up Shayla's head. So you answer me the question. Is this what I'm using to pump up her head? Because obviously her head is getting swelled up and getting very, very big. Anyways, let's proceed. Let O'Neal not start the foolishness yet.
I can't wait to tell him.
No one was playing any games.
Yes, because you're a selfish person.
Selfish?
Yeah, you're selfish.
Wow.
I'm going to take your little test. Okay. And when it proves that he is your son, you're going to feel so dumb. And I'm going to make sure that your son knows how you felt about him. Definitely.
It wasn't how I felt about him. All right? It It was about the whole situation.
No, this is about Iman.
This is about Iman. Let's really make sure we're okay. Is this test about Iman? Shayla thinks that this test is about Iman. We surmise it's not about Iman. Yes or no? Let me get y'all's comments on it. Shayla seems to believe this is about Iman. Anthony is still paying her rent and her bills, but Iman is pumping up. He has been pumping it up. He has been pumping her up. Is this what? Give me we're getting into it. We are getting to it, you know. Let's dig deeper into it. She says Iman's fault. Let me get to it. Everybody have a take.
Iman.
Wow.
Yes, exactly. That's what I think.
You really think that? Shayla, get over yourself.
Get over myself.
Yes.
No, you get over yourself. You're just mad that I moved on the way that you did.
You
don't want to
that
see
you
me with
moved
anybody
on.
else. Yeah,
Shayla,
you're
I'm
mad.
not even
you know
trying to
what?
be petty. I'm not trying to be petty, but since you want to go there, let's go there. I left. Did you forget that?
I don't care.
Okay.
So this is what she's saying. She don't care that Anthony has moved on. She has say, hey, Anthony said him leave. Him can't bother with her at all, and he has left. Right? Is where Shayla is right now. We know Shayla. Let's start from here so before we get into the Amber story, because we want to talk about the Amber piece today a bit more, but we want to get some context. This is what she believes right now. Right? She is high and mighty. As of right now, Shayla is very in a very high place. She's thinking very high of herself. Very, very high of herself. She thinks her worth is more than what it is. But this is where she's right now. This is exactly where she is. Let's keep going. She thinks that I am mighty. Whoop, I think I got stuck there. 158. Let me get that back in. She believes that she's high and mighty at this point in time. 158. 158. Let's dig. Let's just dig in a little bit more. Just as we go along. Let me dig in some more. Make sure so we get this together. And I know why I'm going through this sequence, because I want to make sure so when we start next sequence, we're good.
You think that? Shayla, get over yourself.
Get over myself.
Yes.
No, you get over yourself. You're just mad that I moved on the way that you did.
You don't
want to see me with anybody else. Yeah,
Shayla,
you're
I'm
mad.
not even trying to
what?
be petty. I'm not trying to be petty, but since you want to go there, let's go there. I left. Did you forget that?
I don't care. I
Okay.
moved on to something
And
better.
I'm glad.
I'm in a whole other league now. So
Good.
Good.
Until when?
Don't worry about until when.
Until when?
You're not worried about me, and you think Kai is not your
She's
son.
in another thing right now. Shayla is saying she's in the big leagues. Big leagues. So I'm going to ask y'all, is Shayla in the big leagues? There you go. Is Shayla in the big leagues? And you can take big league for whatever you want it to mean. She says she's in the big league right now. She's in the big leagues. In case Anthony don't know, Shayla is in the big leagues. Big league. Is she in the big leagues? Has she finally gone into the big leagues? Is she in the big leagues? Let me get y'all's take on this. Is she in the big leagues? Give me on the thing right there, so. Give me on the thing. Fish don't fry in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Put a whole lot in the air for us to get up that hill. But now we're up in the big leagues. She says she's not in the big leagues right now. The big leagues. You don't believe she's in the big leagues? Big league. She's in the big leagues. This was really a conversation that could have been taken place over the phone. Oh, we soon getting that, man. Donna, trust me, so we soon getting that. She said she's not the big league. She called Anthony and make him know she's in the big league. So, ladies, let me ask y'all something. Are women petty enough to let a man know that she is in the big, and let me put the quotation mark, big leagues? So ladies, answer this question. Are women petty enough for this? And the ladies, don't listen to me, because Angela Atkinson said me need a pump yesterday. So don't act like say you can't answer this. Are women petty enough to say that they're in the big league? Shayla says she's not the big league. And I take big league to make what big league means. Ladies, don't make it seem like we're not petty enough. Aren't women petty enough to tell him she has to call him over for the person who say she never want, you know? We don't think so. She's delusional. Yes, we can be petty. No, but she definitely has a big head. Let's go. No. She's not in the big league. She's hoping she can hook the fish to take care of her. Kai and whatever she might try to do with Imam. So you don't believe so. Shayla is delusional. Yes, we can be petty. Thank you for being very, very honest, mommy, because the woman don't want to be honest, you know. Shayla's head is full of ganja. Full of a ganja. Enough ganja in her head right now. Beer ganja. Beer ganja. Shayla's going to end up losing Kai, being an unfit mother around Iman. And yes, I agree, he's a bum. So when I say he's a bum, her housekeeper has moved out to the big leagues. Let me read y'all stuff. Angelina said that Anthony is a starter kit. Thank you, Charmaine, thank you for bringing this up. Because may I set the precedence for this, you know. Big leagues. Big head and big foot. So does big feet. Big league, she in the bigger leagues right now. She in the bigger leagues. Anthony's league is a small league.
I'm not.
So I can't wait until we get that test back. So yeah, we'll play your little game.
I'm not playing any games.
Yeah,
Shayla.
you play a lot of games, Anthony. You of all people, you play the most games. But I'm gonna play it with you, so it's fine.
So we can do the DNA test.
We can do the DNA test.
All right. So she said she's going to do the DNA test. So hold on. Little league bat versus little league versus big league. So, okay. So Shayla has said she's going to do the DNA test. Then, of course, comes the other little sequence. Let me just get off of this one.
All right. Fine.
Yeah,
cool.
Since that's what you want to do, even though we've already done a DNA test.
We did your DNA test.
We did my DNA test.
Yes.
Now you're gonna bring in yours.
Look.
Okay, and you don't have to explain anything to me. Like, I'm good over here. I'm good. I'm more than good. I'm great.
And I'm happy for you.
I don't
Anything
need you
else?
to be nothing else. But my key.
I don't give back keys to places that I pay rent.
All right. So this is where we are right now. There's two things happening in this series. Amber's confident. Shayla is confident. Angelina is not confident. Amber is confident. Shayla is confident. But Angelina is not confident. Errol, thank you very much for checking in on me. I'm doing well. Thank you very much for that. So, somebody is wrong. We are talking about this yesterday and we were getting into this. Somebody is incorrect. Somebody is not doing too well. Somebody is off. We don't know who it is, but somebody off. One away off. PR is going to get a part of the karma. She got Rowan and Shayla will turn on her very soon. Shayla said, this interesting Faye. And I will actually, I've been watching the series, but I kind of like binge it a little bit. So Shayla missed out on the real one. PR is going to get a part of the karma. And she got Rowan. Shayla will turn on her very soon. Okay, so it is somewhere along the throne here, sir. Somewhere along the throne.
Shayla said that she's gonna let me do the paternity test with Kai.
She did.
Yep, she did.
Okay. Well, that's great news.
Yeah.
Great news. So what happened? She called you this morning?
No, went over there last night.
Last night you seeing Kai late night now?
No, Kai was at Angelina's.
All right. So this, I was very upset and I couldn't get to speak on it too fully. So let me ask you this: would you divorce a man for staying late at his baby mother's house? Let me ask that question to the ladies out there. Ladies, this is the topic I think they brought up. Error, let me see what you say. O'Neal, Shayla's karma will be Iman with Anthony. Karma is Kai not being his son. All right, I like that. Would this be a gross for you? Ladies, would this be a gross for you? If you're seeing this. At first, me never know if I feel about this at all. But then as I digested this part to the series, I said, well, I don't think he's correct in what he said. I don't think him correct. No. Faye said no. Yes, especially knowing the history. Jewel B said yes, especially knowing the history. And I think that makes sense. No, not just but put guidelines in place. One journalist said no, but just put guidelines in place. Iman is not giving up any money. No, he's not. I'm going to take everything from Shayla and give up nothing. Only thing big about Shayla is her head. Good. So Amber get upset right here. So I want to know. Amber should have been divorced, Anthony. That's what Angela Paul said. Should have been. Should have been. No, but I would put him in his place and tell him to call his ex instead of going over there. Very important. Very integral. No, easy issue to fix. Bad decision. No easy issue to fix, bad decision. Okay? All right. Going over to Shayla late night. Like number 10 on the list of things that Anthony has already done. So no, this is not the reason for her to divorce them. If she hasn't already. All right. No problem. Let's keep going.
Help me to understand why you would be at Shayla's house and Kaya's not there at night.
Well, I had to drop off some money to Shayla, and she wanted to talk to me.
Are you stupid?
Excuse me?
Are you stupid? Why would you go to her house late night? Why are you sitting there acting like this is not a big deal?
So he's acting like this is not a big deal. And that's why someone said something different a while ago. David Mimisoye said, David says, Anthony didn't even know about Iman when Anthony asked for the DNA test. Why would she even say it's about Iman? That makes sense, David. I thought about this too. I know what you're saying. I know what you say. Anthony should join the Three Stooges. What you say about stooge, John Miller? John Miller is saying Anthony's a stooge. Anthony has a brain like the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz. So they might call Anthony the Tin Man right now. Anywho, let Amber correct it. Keep going.
Why would you go to her house, Shayla, conniving, evil, plotting Shayla? Why would you go to her house at night, Anthony,
Amber,
and not tell me, not call her?
Amber, she needed some money, and she decided she wanted to talk to me about this whole Kai situation with the paternity test. That's it. Amber, I'm not doing anything with that woman.
So I'm just supposed to be okay with you going over there late night? That you think that that's okay not to let your wife know? Not. What are you thinking about?
So he's acting as though this is just like nonchalant and he has really done anything at all. Right? I want to know, is Amber insecure? for discussing this. I wanted to know if she's insecure for discussing this. Talk to me here, guys. Let me read some comments. I'm going to put her foot down. That's when Nancy B. Scratch said, put your foot down. Shayla looks high. She's always high these days. Tashina, she look very, very high. She's been high these days. Linda, let me see what you say, Linda. That's too insecure to divorce a man just because he went over his baby mother's house. No. Just put them in check. Let him know the next time a phone call, please. Goddess London, I didn't see her, so I apologize. Let me go ahead and go back Goddess London because we know normally not put in. No, but I will lay into him very good out over so late without my knowledge. Set boundaries. There you go. Thank you very much, Goddess London, for put that one in there. You know, some of you know you run the chat, so I have to make sure I see your comments. Anthony did give any money. Hold on. Anthony did not give any money to Shayla. Him say him give some money to her. Him say him go over there if I could give money. Spoon 12, you know him lie already. The one thing we know about Anthony is that him lie. You know, we don't say him tell lie, but true. Amber is untrusting. Is that the same as insecure? I don't know. That's interesting. Untrusting, insecure. I don't think so, you know. But we could view it. We could view it. Maybe that's a good question, David. That's a good question. Untrusting versus insecure. David, that's a good question. David, that is a good question. Just before we get there, that's a very good question. So let's see if we can get this just so that David is so we're clear. So we're clear. Untrusting describes a difficulty placing confidence in others, often due to past negative experiences, while insecure refers to the general feeling of self-doubt or lack of self-confidence in one's own worth. So yes, so David, I guess you're saying, but I know what you're saying now, but may I ask the question, is she insecure? So I think you have responded well, David, by saying no, she's not insecure, she's untrusting. But I deliberately asked the question, is she insecure? Because I wanted to know what was the audience thinking with this. But I like your comment, David. So David, untrusting. I love it. I think David deliberately brought this forward, Donna, so that he could lay context into it. That's great. Thank you very much, David. Amber is not wrong for the discussion. She needs to set boundaries with Anthony and his contact with Shayla, which is good. Which is very, very good. Very intellectual kind of move by David just now.
Well, maybe I just go to Wayne's house late night. How would you feel about that? And let you know later that, hey, Anthony, we just had business to talk about. At what, midnight? What time were you there? Because you know I was asleep when you got home last night, wasn't I? So what time did you come home?
I wouldn't care if you went and did business with Wayne late night.
He wouldn't care. This I saw, and this was interesting. Would Anthony care? Would Anthony care if Amber did business with Wayne late at night? Him say wouldn't care. Him say wouldn't care none at all. Angela Paul, let's read the comment. Anthony does not respect Amber. He does what he wants. He does do that. And he is doing that as long as Amber gives him the chance to do it. Him doing it. I know I'm reviewing this now because it felt a bit nagging at first, but then I realized that she really isn't nagging and she's not bugging at all. And I tend to agree with David's point of view that she's more untrusting than insecure. When you're nagging, you tend to be very insecure. I don't think that she's nagging at all based on what she's asking. I would ask the same question too. Probably wouldn't be in the same situation, but I would ask the same question. It makes sense.
You know what? I trust you.
Anthony.
All right? I do. There's nothing going on with me and Shayla. I promised you that.
Whether I trust you or not, you need to be sensitive to the fact of I have just gone through a whole hell of a lot with you and Shayla. You need to be sensitive how I feel, Anthony.
Okay, would you have liked me to lie to you and just told you about the paternity test and not said anything else?
No, I would like you to let me know first in the first place. That's number one. Secondly, I would have liked you to have a conversation with her over the phone, not in person.
There
not
you go.
at
For the
night.
person that want to ask, what should I really and truly want? She's stating it right now. Should I want a conversation over the phone? She's stating it. I did not see him give her any money. He went over there and opened the door like he lived there regardless he's paying rent. He needs to respect Shayla in a relationship with Iman now. Yeah, but I say it work, you know. Well, it's a good question you put up here. So hold on, Rico DIY. Hold on. Let's since as we said some things about Amber, let's ask now with Shayla. Does Anthony have to respect Shayla's, well, his apartment with Shayla in it? Let me ask y'all that. Does Anthony have to respect this? Does he have to respect the fact that, Shayla have a man there? I'll get some answers now. Let me see this now. Does he have to respect this? Rico DIY says, him never say I give her any money, but regardless, him open the door like him live there. Regardless of if he's paying rent, he needs to be respectful to Shayla. She's in a relationship now. Does he need to respect her? Would you respect someone if you paid? Ladies, let us just say you're taking care of O'Neill. Let's say O'Neill is laying the pipe properly. I'm laying the pipe. Let us just say I'm drilling it well. Let's say I'm laying it well. Okay? And would you be respecting this? Would you be respecting of it? And you're paying the bills for me laying it with your best friend. Would you be paying the bills? Would you respect it? Would you respect Shayla if you were in Anthony's position? Here we go. Jewel B, let me see a comment. Jewel B say, O'Neill, some man behave like Anthony whether he pay the bill or not. They figure it that they have a child with it, they have the right to you or your space. That's the mindset to me. Some men do try. But it is you, the woman, that have to stand your ground when it comes to that. But this is a little bit different because he paid rent. No, so say Angela Paul said, no, not if I'm paying rent there. I tell you no. If you not pay rent under the bus, the door open to and come in. Me know y'all wouldn't respect it. So that's it. It is a tough ask. Rico DIY, the thing is, it's a tough ask. This is a tough ask. I know what you're saying, but it's a really tough ask for ask anybody. No, because she should not have any man in there. Shayla is being disrespectful. That's the thing. If you want to go do your thing with the next man somewhere else, then that's fine. But you couldn't bring the man in the same place. I agree with Anthony for that. First of all, he has no business getting her no apartment. Anthony needs to pay all the bills and shut up. So Kenny have to believe him need to do that. Shayla needs to get her own apartment so Anthony won't have no key. Exactly. You can't. Did you hear the thunder in the background when Anthony was talking? God is mad. Him upset, yes. Anthony got mad every single time and talk. What do you say? No woman over there, O'Neill. Goddess London, she shall put the cameras in. The moment me put it in, Goddess London will be at the door. The moment I slip it in, she'll pimp him. That is the question. To get respect, you have to earn it. She pay her own rent. She dictates who comes in and out. But she's not paying her own rent. I think on that she's not paying her own rent. Yes, he does need to respect her privacy. He can keep the key and still knock before entering. Why, Faye? Why? Why must he respect her at this point in time when she doesn't respect the little space? David, give me a take on it. No worry, I am just giving the different thing. O'Neal, he needs to respect Shayla's relationship with another man, regardless of if he's paying the bills. I hear what you're saying, but may I tell you now, right now, at this point, he is just the landlord. So you're saying that he's subleasing. So you're saying Anthony's subleasing. But if not collecting the rent, she's not paying the rent. So if she's not paying the rent, she should be allowed to be doing it in the bed. No, I would have given her back her key. And she would have woken up to an eviction notice on the door. Exactly. But just out of context, David, they must say because him still paying his rent till the DNA test. Let's say he has to pay the rent until the DNA test. And the deal is this: should he be paying for Iman to be in there, butter bruising? Should he allow Joe Grind to be putting in the work? Just like that, Joe Grind is putting in the work. Just like that, Joe Grind is putting in the work. Just like that. Just like that, Joe Grind are putting in the work. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that, him put in the work.
Move your body, baby. Pass a bottle of white rum there. Ready, me ready.
Let me see the super chat. Somebody gave a super chat. Let me highlight the super chat. Give me one moment. Let me highlight the super chat there. Rico DIY. O'Neal, what Shayla should do is to start paying her own bills. You see, that's the thing, not Rico DIY. Yes, if she start paying her own bills, then I agree with you, but she's not paying the bills right now. She's not paying the bills right now. So because she not pay the bills, should I? Thank you very much for the super chat. Rico DIY. Should I? No.
Yo, so we are putting the work. Yo, so we are putting the work. No 5 fingers, not jerk.
Let me ask you again. Should you be paying the bills and you have to watch it? Eh? You got to watch it. You busted. Rico DIY, let us just say, I'm on the other end. And you busted. You're busting into the room. This is what it is. Worn out, the bed worn out, everything. Bed, headboard, mash up. You came in, I'm not paying any bills. And you have me there. I mean, I put in the work. I mean, I put in.
No 5 fingers, not jerk. Yeah, so we are putting the work. We are hey, yo,
and that is my Bensley hype, by the way. Me I put in the work. You come catch me, I put in the work. I'm not paying the bills. Shayla needs to show respect towards Anthony and not of the other man in that apartment that he's paying. This is the deal here, sir. I think Anthony has lost respect for Shayla because she has a man in there. This is the deal. Anthony lost respect. Anthony lost respect when he saw a man in the house. That's how when him lose. This is it right there, so. Eh? Because him have put in the, this is when him lose respect, when him come in there and saw a next man putting in the work. See a next man putting in.
5 fingers, not jerk. Yeah, so we are putting the work. We are hey, yo.
That's exactly when him come in there, come see a next man putting in the work. So I think that's when him lose respect. So only can't complain about that. It is tough. But me wouldn't pay for no place the man I put in a work in a like that.
At her apartment. But you know what else I would like you to do? Take me to lunch because I'm tired of talking about this.
All right. So Amber got taken to lunch. And she come back with an epiphany. She come back after she eat because she was hungry. Amber was hungry. And so after she eat and she come back with an epiphany. She came back with an epiphany, which is exactly why I make sure I get to the Amber parts, and because that is where I really want. I don't want to discuss on this because right now, the other storyline, I don't know it. Let me just discuss this DNA test because that is what I want to get into. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at what Angela Atkins said. Amber did not bring any man to the mansion. Victor was outside. Victor was not inside of that house. Victor was outside. Victor did not come inside of that house. Let's call a spade here, so. Let's call a spade a spade. He got the apartment for Kai, but Kai don't live there. Exactly. So that's the thing right now. That is true. Amber did not bring any man to the house. So really and truly, Amber have more respect. More respect. I find the whole thing sickening. Angelina said that Anthony is a starter kit, yet she's walked in on another man in a starter kit apartment, knowing that the major leagues is not paying for anything. Nah, pay for nothing. This is to me, the man decided mindset. If Shayla pum pum free, I'm gonna take it. It is terrible. They might call him a starter kit, but yet still Anthony pay for everything. Is Anthony really a starter kit? That's a good question. Is Anthony, this is a good question. Is Anthony really a starter kit? Charmaine, you raised the question now, is Anthony really a starter kit? Because the truth is, he's always over Shayla like a starter kit apartment. Him not invite Shayla over next apartment. Over Theme House. He has not been inviting Shayla. What's his name? Has not been inviting Shayla over there. Good question, Charmin. Is Anthony really a starter kit? Anyway, go on tonight, Amber.
You know why Shayla's agreeing to do the test, right? You have no clue. Because it's not about me. It's not about you. It's not even about Kai. It's about her conscience. She's curious to know if this baby is even yours. Can't you see that?
This got me thinking. I'm not sure. I think that PR skits are designed to show the difference in how men treat women they want and women that are only good for one thing. Yes, David. I'm going to get into the PR skit because I've been watching her with Ron to see how she work her thing. But yes. So Amber opened up a can of worms, and Amber is saying, this is a thought that happened the whole day that I didn't know how I didn't know how to, what you call it now, dissect it. Amber says, Shayla does not know who the father is. Amber said this, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Can you guys see this? Is Amber onto something? Yes, David, Rowan does definitely want PR. Iman only wants the pum pum. That's really and true what it is. But let's see how PR works, because again, PR is easily influenced, and sometimes she's not gonna get it right. She's gonna fumble it. PR is going to fumble the bag. I'm telling you right now, she already fumbled Wayne. You know what I mean? And not that Wayne is any big old catch or big old prize, but there was lessons to it that she never learned. Okay, so hold on. Let me see if I can try to get you added. I'll try. Give me one moment. I'm using a different program today. Let me read y'all stuff. No, she don't. Only thing she know who the father because I feel like she don't know. She knows it's probably a bum. I think Shayla, okay. I don't think Shayla cares if the baby is Anthony's or not. Since Shayla is with Iman, she doesn't care. So she's not really business right now, is what I say. Amber, don't do that because we're not even close to Shayla been sleeping. You weren't even close. Shayla been sleeping good before the baby got here. When she was dreaming about Anthony. See, I said Amber not do that at all. Come on, I'm work with you. I agree with Amber. Shayla said yesterday Iman told her to let Anthony have the DNA test and now she don't have to worry. One answer right here. So is this like a twist from the writers? Is this a twist from the writers? Only like I got the feeling that the writers make this Anthony's baby. What they will do with this storyline if he isn't. Well, if he isn't, the storyline goes into karma mode. Then there is more things for them to write for Shayla. There's more scenes for them to try to pick up on. Trust me. If they make this Anthony's baby, the story don't work. The story gets boring. If it's Anthony's child, the story gets boring. Because then Amber just deals with it and go about her business. But if it's not Anthony's baby, it goes to a different section. You're going to now be curious, who is the father of Shayla baby? That is my take on it. Shayla has no class face as she left this weed head in her apartment playing with his junk, knowing that Amber has a Anthony has a key. He was in there playing with stuff. We don't know what he was playing with. But anyways, I believe Angelina will try to change the test again. Go to the hospital, they did the test and bribe them to change it again. She will do anything to save Shayla. That's true. Shauna, that is true. Shayla been sleeping on fish sheets. Actually, I have something else now. Anthony gave Shayla an unlimited credit card. Angelina going to eat all her words. As the baby gets older, Shayla is looking at the baby with doubt. That's why I said the Amber thing today kind of threw me off because at first I'm like, well, I mean, we know she changed the test, but saying that you don't think that Shayla knows who the baby father is also very wild. It suggests that she probably have been sleeping around with more men. Shayla is confident no because the baby is not Anthony's. Confident because if the baby is not Anthony, she thinks Iman will take care of her and Kai. So she's confident right now. Kenyatta, you know why? Because Amber herself knows that there's nothing out there in the street. She told Wayne herself. That's why she shouldn't leave Anthony yet. Yes, Kenyatta, I personally believe that Shayla was too far along to terminate her pregnancy when she went to the clinic to terminate her pregnancy. So what y'all are saying is that she's pregnant before the Anthony thing. That's what y'all are saying. No, the writers is not going to do that because the writers keep writing that it's Anthony's baby, then they're going to lose viewers. That's why I'm telling them that they're not going to do it. This one I believe as well to Linda. I agree with you. You can't think that everybody else look at the baby like that baby doesn't look like Anthony and not think the actual mother doesn't see it as well. Interesting. That's an interesting view. May I get some viewpoints from it right now? Come on. Please don't compare Amber with a low-life trick like Shayla. Amber didn't have no man in her house and she knew better than that. Classy woman. We know. Trust me, Dorothy. Anthony and Shayla belong in a two different category. And they are showing that. I believe Iman is who they're using to get the paternity test done. Okay. I like that, you know. I like that. They're going to make it that Iman will leave Shayla and Anthony will be gone because Kai will not be his. That me I tell you, that's the biggest setup. Then she's left all alone. This trumpet is left all alone. No baby father or nothing. I was trying to put you on your quest, but I not have the program for the live. I don't have the program for the live. I'm trying to get it in. Meaning I don't have the program for the where I put different people on it. That's what I mean. Only Shayla knows that Anthony is not Kai's daddy. Shayla slept with Anthony on the 20th of January. Shayla gave birth on September 1st. Please, people, calculate it. Let's calculate it. She sleep with Anthony on the 20th. Let's calculate it. Let's calculate it. Let's calculate it. Let's do a calculation. Baby calculator. Let's find the baby calculator. Baby calculator. There we go. Baby calculator. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Baby calculator. Last period. Calculator. Whoop. Give me one moment. Let me try to find. Let's get it done. I'm gonna get it done. Come on, come on. My screen is moving kind of weird. Okay. Let's use our friend AI. Let's use ChatGPT. That can work. We use ChatGPT like Google. If a man sleeps with a woman on January, what data give me? Come and use the baby calculator. Let me use the baby calculator right now. Somebody give me the baby calculator. Somebody ask me about the pregnancy. Somebody give me something that says January. You say January. You know why is the baby calculator? I take out the baby calculator. I'm trying to look for the comment. January. If a woman sleeps with foolishness. If a man sleeps with a woman in January, when is the earliest they can bring the baby to full term? We're using ChatGPT like Google. I don't like doing it, but we'll do it. Okay, 9 months. You're saying usually due in October. That's what y'all are saying. Una say October 20. Una say January 20th. So let's use ChatGPT for calculate to October from calculate using October 20th. Nope, using January 20th as the date they slept together. There we go. Let's see if that works. There you go. There you go. So what y'all are saying is that if Kai is full term, then Shayla must have had one in before. Is this what you guys are saying? There you go. Conception date, January 20 to 21. Then it says step 2 at 38 weeks. 38 weeks, 266 days. January 20 plus 266. October 13, 2025 would be an approximate date. They're just giving you kind of things. Earliest full term would be October 6. Average due term is October 13. And latest full term is October 20. So y'all are saying it had to be October. Is this correct? Give me one take. Is this calculation correct? The ladies them we love check them things. I wanna come on ladies, come on on the channel and give me the stuff. October, whichever date you choose. What right now what I'm saying is sometime in October. We now say sometime in October. Somebody says January 16. Use. All right, let me talk to ChatGPT. Use January 16. Rico DIY say use January 16. There you go. January 16 makes it October 2. Mommy, thank you very much for the super chat. Mommy says it's time. It is time for karma. Shayla walking around like she's right and the bottom feeder must pay. These are the big deal right now. In other words, y'all are saying, so one who really is the most confident. Mommy, thank you very much for the super chat. Mommy, as always, I give a super chat. Mommy, thank you very much for the super chat. So, somebody right and somebody wrong. That's all me I say.
Because ain't no way she is sleeping at night after what she's done to me and then having this in the back of her mind. So she has to find out for herself. You do know that, right?
So you don't think Kai's mine?
Anthony, people look alike. You're light skinned, he's light skinned. I mean, babies develop and they change over time, but no, I kind of don't think he's yours. I mean, we are talking about Shayla. Who was such a snake, she would go behind my back and sleep with my husband. You think you can trust anything from that girl?
Do you think that Kai's really not mine? Or is it the fact that you hate Shayla so much that you want her to feel as much hurt as she caused you?
I love this question, but I love the question. I love the question because the question made me question Amber as well. But I love this question. It's the first time I see him give a question that I actually like. Like it wasn't malicious. It never felt like it was forced. It never felt like it was a bad question. It was a good question. Are you only saying that because of your own gain? Or, you know, I never have a problem with this question. I wanted to ask y'all a question. Do you have a problem with Anthony's question? That I'm a question. Right here, so him asks her a question, and I don't have a problem with it. That's Angela Atkinson. This is why I love the question because I saw Amber answer it not from a place of hate, but from a real reasonable place. It's a valid question, a very valid question. I love the question.
Anthony, this is where you don't know me. I don't hate. That's not Christian-like. That's not God-like. Do I dislike her? Absolutely. No, I hate what she did. Yes, I hate what she did. But sometimes I realize that people just allow Satan to use them.
That is it. Look, listen to the answer them give. And yes, Jewel B, thank you very much. Anthony is looking for a needle for poke Amber with, but it no work this time. This is one of them times. In recent time, he's not winning. She really is winning because of her responses. Anthony, thank you very much for the super chat. Anthony says Anthony really don't care what Amber is saying. He's trying to think. He's trying to think ahead of Amber. Interesting. Yeah, so him not listen. So basically, Anthony is saying he's not listening. Basically, Anthony is saying Anthony's not listening. Is Anthony listening? That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. But yes, Angela Atkinson, that would be right as well too. If he cares because he hasn't left the DNA thing alone. J-Bob says he wouldn't care what Ambra say. J-Bob says he wouldn't care what Ambra say either. Well, she asked a good thing still. I mean, she's answered the question fairly.
It's not even the person. So honestly, I would feel this way about anybody, whether it was Shayla or some other friend of mine. as I said, I think the paternity is in question.
That's all she has said. The paternity is in question, and she right to say that it's in a question. And what Amber is saying right now is that she has said not even Shayla. Them I think Shayla don't really know the baby father like that. Shayla said he like to play games. Yes, he's listening so he can formulate his plan. I saw. Anthony thinks that he's God. He doesn't listen to anyone. That's what Ashley Moore says. The DNA in a question. But okay. This baffles me though. This baffles me. Can a woman not know her baby father? Hold on. Can a woman not know when she got pregnant? I know it's a silly question, but ladies, like, normally we think you don't know. You know, you don't probably know or something like that, you know, but can a woman not know? I know it's a silly question. I know it's a very silly question, but seriously. I mean, we watch a Morris show a lot of times, and the woman them come on there, and I'm sure say it's this man, but it's not that man, it's someone else. How does this happen? How does it happen where a woman don't know? How that happen? That's my question. How it happen? What caused it to happen like that, ladies? How you know? Like how you know? How? Explain this one, ladies. Explain it. Explain it. It's something I always wonder. How you know? Say like how you know? Like you know what I mean? How do you know that? Sometimes you don't know. Only we don't have a magic button. You know the magic button to tell you. So you just have to kind of zone it down to the amount of partners, is what you're saying. Your body may not give you the signs until you get further along. May I read y'all's comments now because the woman and men always ask questions, oh, you must not know. If she wishes she was Shayla. I don't know. I don't know. If a woman don't know when they're pregnant, then that means they had a whole lot of... Oh, you don't know? That's the question. How don't you know? And this is a fair answer by Linda. If a woman don't know when she's pregnant, it means she must have a lot of partners. You sleep different man. So Nancy Rich got to say I sleep with whole heap of man. Enough man. A bag of man in there. Yes, it happens. Angela Paul said, yes, it happens. You could have slept with 4 men. So, unless you sleep with a man, she sleeps around. That's all she don't know. And that's because she sleep around. That's not true. Okay, that's not true because she could have denied the DNA test altogether. Hold on, man. M. Johnson, I'll try sneak one pathway, so we now make a sneak one pathway. Ovulation prediction methods, calendar method. Track your menstrual cycle and estimate ovulation by counting back 14 days from the exact start of your period. That's a pink blue use to measure the date. Multiple partners close together. So this is how we really cause it. Multiple partners close together and you don't know. If you're sleeping with multiple, you might not know who is the father. You say whores don't, depending on their body count. Yeah, that's something else. When you have hormone problems, Fluffy said when you have hormone problems, that's when it causes that. If you normally miss your period, your breasts are tender and it can be confusing. Okay. Irregular periods can be caused. There you go. Y'all are giving us, gentlemen, some take. During the examination, the doctor can determine approximately time of conceiving. Why did Amber not ask where did they take the test? Where they go to take the test? I don't know. I don't know why she never asked that. She should have asked that, but she never asked that. Amber has hatred for Shayla and now she's trying to get Anthony on board. No, she's not. The woman just wants to be solid on it. If this was the case, I don't agree with this position. M. Johnson, I don't agree with this. You know why? Because Amber has vehemently said, if the baby is yours, then we deal with it, but we just don't trust the test. And I can't blame her, because I don't trust the test either. But she's saying, I don't trust the test because of no, Shayla and her mother had something to do with it as tampering in it. It's fair. Sometimes women can't tell because they never stop their cycle. It's interesting. Even if you have the same party, the due date of conception is unknown until you see the doctor. There you go. There you go. So David has said that. You have to have 6 months. You have to have partners 6 months apart, not weeks apart. So that's how much you need before you can tell. I think because Anthony wants to be the father, really not listening, he's really not listening to Amber. Okay, that's what you're saying. Amber is trying too hard with Anthony and don't have a clue of Anthony's motives. But when all is said and done, hopefully she will. Amber is going to last with Anthony. After all, it's not going to last. Okay, Amber is not going to last with Anthony after all, okay? If you're making love and you have an unusual stick a whole heap of pin. Linda, let me stick a whole heap of pin for a comment. Is Linda correct? Is Linda correct? Because Linda, I have a daughter, I'm not so sure, you know. But Linda, me find out what I say now, so we can go practice. Me need to catch me practice. I'm waiting for that one special moment. Special, is Linda correct? Linda has said, if there's a special, in other words, it's special. Special. Stop thinking about multiple. You only ask about knowing what and when you get pregnant, not who is the father. That makes sense. Linda said, if it's special, there we go, right here, so. Right here, so. Linda, right here, so. Linda, let me just hold it here, so. Let me hold it right here, so. Is Linda correct? Linda said, if it's special, if it's special, if it really and truly special, if it's very, very special, Linda says, if it is extremely special, Linda said, if it's special, if it is special, so if it explodes, special. Oh Lord, come on. Bust up my little chops there, so. If it's special, if it explodes like this, if you have a take where it explodes like this, just like this, see there?
3, 2, 1.
There it is.
Go you.
Special.
Liftoff of
Special.
Goes
If
You.
you get a
Noah.
special effect like that, Linda say, if it's special just like that. I love that, Linda. You know, say, I love that. You know, say, Linda, you have to let me know. Linda, you have to let me work on it, you know, Linda. I'm going to be working on it right now. Linda has given me a point of view here, so Linda, it's very special. It have a special. If you have come, you have to come good. If you have come, this is why people in Jamaica always say, if you have come, you need to come good. Don't just come with whatever it is. If you're coming, You have to come good. This is why people say this in Jamaica. When them say, listen, man, if you're going to come with your foolishness, you better come good. This is what women mean. When they say, O'Neill, if you're going to come in, you better come good. Hold on, Nanya. David, my husband, told me that he got me pregnant right after. And he was right. We had twins. There you go. It have a special. Linda said, watch a man. Linda said special. This is exactly why if you have to come good. That's what Linda said right now. You have to come good. You have to come good. If you come good, then chances of pregnancy is high. Is this true? Do you have to come good? Do you have to come good to get pregnant? Yes or no? Linda said, watch a man. If you come good, you know it happened. I have to make sure, say, Linda's point of view gets across. Linda said, if you come good, you're sure. There's no doubt, never a doubt. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Until people say you have to come correct. That's why people say when you're coming today, you have to come correct. This is why people say what they say when they say, listen to me, if you're gonna step to me, you're gonna have to come correct. That's what they mean. This is what they mean when they say that. You have to have your angles together. Because if your angles in the right, so is it safe to say that Anthony did not come good? Did Anthony? Is it safe to say that Anthony did not come good? And that's why we're questioning this now. Is it safe to say that Anthony did not come good? Or correct? Yes or no? Is it safe to say that Anthony did not come good or correct? In other words, he never come good. You have to come correct. They must say you have to come good, you know. Talk to me there. Talk to me here, folks. Speak with me, please. Please. Is this how it is right now? Now talk to me here, sir. Is it safe to say that Anthony did not come good or correct? Is this safe to say? The boy never come. You know y'all on the channel or something else. I cannot bother with that channel. Sometimes with that channel is something else. Only God knows the answer. Only God he knows. If Anthony came good, only God knew at this point in time. What I say right now. What I say only God knows. What Stacey said. Anthony was beyond drunk. He was definitely beyond drunk. That is for sure. He was beyond drunk. This is it. You have to come good. If you don't come good, you're in trouble. Only God he knows right now. Ashley Moore say, no, he can't come good in the bedroom because the soldiers have not work. So in other words, he's saying him never come good. When I say in the land good, y'all say in the land good. Y'all are saying he was trying to land it. See there? And him land it good. This is what y'all are saying. In the land it good. Him couldn't land the plane. When I say him couldn't land the plane, y'all are saying Anthony could not land the plane. Y'all are saying the plane couldn't land. See there? This is it. Him couldn't come good. Is this it? Can't land it. Plane a swing. He couldn't put it down. I'm not going to bother you guys for the rest of the night. You know what, folks? Thank you very much for hanging out for a wonderful power hour. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Continue to look at the channel. You know the mini live coming up later. Continue to watch. We'll talk soon. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you soon. You have to come good. You have to come good.